This is Marketing of Today. I'm Cesar. Let's go! Hey, Meilyn Torres, how are you doing? Thank you so much for being here today in the Marketing of Today podcast. How's everything?
Everything is amazing. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for being here. And, you know, we met each other in the event that JT did, but we had seen each other before that in
We saw each other at Lead 21.
Yes.
Yes.
In the Lit 21.
With JT too. JT introduced us.
When it was the first event that they did, the cigar night, right?
Yeah, with
So
Darwin.
networking is the power of everything. I know that you go to a lot of them. So how do you get started in the real estate world in Jersey? I mean, you're killing it right now.
Thanks. Well, everything was, I wanted to buy a house and I started part-time. You know, I did my class because I wanted to buy a house.
Okay,
so then I started part-time.
You want to represent yourself buying your own property.
Well, I like to know everything I do. I like to be informed. I don't trust a lot of people. So that's why I understand my clients when they're a little like, I don't know if I should trust you, because that's me too.
Okay.
So like, you know, I was like, all right, before I start buying a house, I want to understand how everything works.
That way you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah. So I took the class and I started liking it. And then I liked everybody there. The professor say, you should definitely get into this. I think like you'll be good at it. And I say, no. By then I'm a chemist. I'm working at L'Oreal. So I'm
so you used to do makeup.
Yeah, well, I graduated as a chemist here when I came from Cuba, and then I went to work in L'Oreal as a formulation chemist.
Dijiste demasiado rápido. Where you came from Cuba? How long ago was that?
2009.
Wow, damn girl, you've been making moves.
Yes.
So you just got here 13 years ago.
Yes.
And you have a portfolio. She has a portfolio, people.
Yes.
You have a portfolio of real estate. You are a real estate agent. You went through L'Oreal.
Yes.
As
so
a
I
chemist.
Graduated from King University. As soon as I got here from Cuba, I went straight to do my university.
You came Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because a lot of Cubans go to Miami, but you came straight to Jersey.
Well, I think that was good because that's how I learned English, even though I have a huge accent. But
it's
you can
good.
get it, right?
It's
you understand it.
I understand you very clearly. I think everybody's
Listen,
hearing
it helped me. I get a lot of clients with my accent. They're like, I love your accent.
Yeah,
okay,
it's amazing.
Do you want to buy or sell a house?
And it gives you a different character and also gives you a different style.
I mean, look at Sofia Vergara.
Yeah, definitely.
She gets so much attention.
Famous.
Yes. So I'm like, maybe I should fake it like her. No. I'm like, I'm good. But yeah, after I finished my career, you know, I went to L'Oreal and then I was like trying to do something else. I had so much time in my hands. You know, I'm always doing something. So I'm busy since the morning to the afternoon with clients and my team. And then at night, I'm trying to find something to do because I don't like to be home. I feel like being home, there is nothing that's going to come to me when I'm home. So I prefer to be out. Look, I go out, I meet people all the time.
That's
you don't know what. Yes. What comes, you know, one night out, even if I had to go early to sleep, at least I meet 1-2 people. Yeah. That's better than just being home watching TV.
Completely understand. And I agree with you. You know, I got to edit a lot of videos, so I usually work nights. But every time I go to an event, I meet people like you, wonderful people who are killing it in the real estate world.
Yes.
And also, you're an investor. How many properties that you have?
Right now, I have 3. I'm on the contract on another one, but I just closed on a flip, and I have 2 more flips in Nali.
She got here 13 years ago, people.
Yes.
So that's really important.
Well, my portfolio, I only started it 3 years ago when I started real estate. Okay. So I started real estate only 3 years ago. My first year, I closed 21 houses.
Wow.
So then I closed,
for first year.
Yes. Then the second year, I focused more on the investing side. Okay. So a lot of people is like, how do you went from 21 to 28? It was not a big jump, and I'm like, I was making money
in the other part of real estate. In
another part of real estate, and I was also kind of learning how to open a team, like do my own team, because I always want to grow more. So you know, I still managed to close more. I went from like 5 million to 8.4 million in the second year, and then in 2022, at the end of 2022, 21, I was already preparing, making my team big.
So let me ask you a question. At that time, you weren't a broker yet.
No, I'm still not a broker. I'm just an agent.
You're an agent, but you have a team under you.
Yes, I have 12 people under me now. Yes.
You don't have to be a broker to be a boss.
Yes. Now there is a lot of teams. The thing is, you know, a lot of people want to be a team leader and they don't bring any value to their people.
Thank you for saying that, because I wanted to go there right now. And the question I have for you is, again, you came from Cuba, you moved to Jersey. How is it? How do you get that motivation, how you got your mindset to start in the real estate world and push yourself all the way to where you are today.
Well, I mean, I always been by myself, self-motivated, but I also try to keep myself around other people that are also very high, motivated themselves, because I feel like energy, transfer
drives
from
you,
they literally say if you put your brain next to somebody else, you will literally transfer the energy. So if you hang out with people that are negative and they're okay with being average, that's what you will be. But if you are with people that every year you see that they grow and they develop and they want more and they see you doing amazing, oh my God, congrats. They really get happy for you, because you kind of feel like when some people are looking at you like, you're doing amazing, but that's not really like...
Yeah, but you see that they're saying it con la salsita de que, no, you're not doing amazing.
Are you doing it amazing because I'm happy for you, or you doing it amazing because I'm jealous for you? Yeah, but I mean, I feel like, I always tell everybody, I'm the perfect example. I only came 13 years ago, no English whatsoever. I kind of I say at the beginning, I lost 4 years because I went into chemistry. And, for me getting here with no English, learning everything, English and chemistry, we minor in math, all in 4 years. Oh, I literally had no life for the first 4 years.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So you were focused. And
I graduated a scholar, top of my class, number 2.
So I guess that this is your trend.
Yes.
You like to be the best.
I like to be the top of the top.
Best.
Yes.
Interesting.
So it's coming. I'm still not the top of Jersey, but it will be. I'm one of the top, but
I
I'm
like
not
your logo
the top.
too. I
not
like
the
your
top.
logo. Your
Tony
logo
Montana.
Is Tony Montana. I'm gonna put it right here so you guys can see it. Amazing logo.
No, I love it. Everybody's like, that MT looks familiar. I'm like, yeah, it's Cuban too.
And let's use this phrase as well. The world is yours, right? So good thing you're saying this, and let me explain why I'm saying good, right? So this is a trend on the podcast. A lot of episodes that you have heard, that I've been saying this, which is a mindset, right? If you put your mind to what you want to achieve, you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
And you have to, literally every morning, night, day, wake up, go to sleep, eat, lunch, whatever.
Well, I follow Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone. From me, you always see me going to Florida, and people see me going to Florida. I literally go every 2 months, sometimes every 3 months. There is in occasions where I'm doing very well, and I literally promise to myself, once I reach this goal, I'm going back. Because every time I go, I come back on fire, and I just grow more.
So the reason why you go to the 10X, even though you've been already, when the first time was 2019?
2019, and that's when I came back and I quit my job as a chemist, and I went full time into real estate.
So that was a push.
Yeah. Every time I go to one of these events, in the event, I just commit to some crazy decision. So I'm there, and he's like, "Stop being a little bitch." Literally, that's what he said to everybody, and he even have it on the HUDs. And then he's like, "You should not have a plan B. If you know where you are and you know where you want, go all in. That's it. You should not have a plan B." So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I studied for chemistry. I like it, but I don't love it. And, I'm a very social person. I love meeting people.
Are very.
I am not going to meet people in the lab. So literally, I was from 8 to 5 in the lab with the little, little samples and doing pH samples. Like, I don't want to do that. So then I was like, no, this is not for me. So that's why as soon as I started real estate, I was like, oh my God, where are you being all my life? I love it. I can meet people, and obviously there is more room to improve. So right now, obviously I don't, it's not the same. Now I have my team. My team focus more with the buyers, kind of I kind of give them the leads. I teach them everything, how I did it. I also want them to grow like I have done. I want all of them to do flips like I'm doing. I want all of them to buy investments like I'm doing. So I really want to be a leader, not a boss. So I tell everybody, I am not your boss. I am your team leader for, by example. This is what I have done. Do you want to do this? I can teach you how to do it.
As you started again 4 years ago.
Yeah. 3 years ago.
3. Yeah. 3.
April 30 this month is 3 years I've been in real estate.
I've only been doing this for 2 years.
Okay, good.
It was in January where I did 2
There
years.
you go. You don't need a lot of time when you're good at what you do.
And you have to, and you give your 100%.
Yes.
And sometimes even 120. And that's another thing, right? I've been trying to get people to work with me.
Yes.
Has not been successful. Because I have the same energy you do.
Yeah.
I believe that you'd have to give your 120. As an employee, everywhere I worked, I always gave my 120.
That's hard to find. Not a lot of people are like that.
How do you find that then?
So I actually asked that question to Elena Cardone, because, you know, I asked a lot of questions to them, and, you know, they're billionaires. So if I want to like learn from someone, I will learn from them.
Check out their Instagram. You'll see what we're talking about.
So like she literally said, you know, for you to find good people, you have to go through a lot of bad people.
So then I only been through 2.
Oh, you have to go for more. So like the thing is, you know, you need to have open communication.
Okay.
And, you know, sometimes also we blame them for like they be bad, but if you don't tell them what you expect from them, they don't know what they're expecting from when they're coming with you.
Good
so
point.
like example, with my team now, I feel like I have a very strong team now. Because I've been very honest with them. I'm like, listen, I'm super cool, but I'm at B sometimes
From time to
too.
time.
Yeah, so like, you know, like I have no time to waste, and everybody see me like I'm hustling. I am not here to waste my time, and you're not gonna waste it either. So like, you know, like I literally told them, if you're not here to hustle, I don't want no one in my team that is gonna be closing 7 houses a month. I don't have time for that. So like if you're not closing minimum 2 houses a month, you're not on my team, period. You're out. I kick you out.
Wow.
So like, you know, I know every month you cannot close two houses, but like I give you a time, like, okay, every quarter, this is your goals. And if you don't hit them and you're not reaching out to me, hey, I'm having trouble reaching my goals. How can I improve? How can I hit them? I'm here. I could help you. I will help you. But if the whole 3 months pass by, you have not called me, you don't ask for help, you don't reach your goals,
Then you're not interested.
goodbye. You're not part of my team anymore.
That's a good point.
Yes.
That I had to learn the hard way, that you need to be more communicative.
Yeah.
I wasn't very communicative at the beginning. And also I didn't want to be a bad leader. I wanted to be.
I think by you being clear and being specific with what you want, that's not a bad leader.
But we're built to believe that
Yes.
if you say your statements,
Yeah.
and then the other person,
You don't want to be mean, maybe. So at the
That's what
beginning, I was like, oh, you know, I feel bad. Like, oh. And I'm like,
Exactly.
well, I'm sorry, but feeling bad, I'm not going to reach my goals. And for me to reach my goals, I need a team. Like,
You're
you
a
know,
boss.
so like for me to reach it, I need a team like me. I need a lot of me. So to find a lot of me, I need
It's
to be
hard.
me. and if they cannot deal with me, that's not my people.
and then you're not being bad because
Yeah.
the results are there.
Oh yeah, they're happy. Listen, I had someone that was in Coldwell Banker before. They left. They had not sold anything because they were not getting a lot of training and they were kind of lost. Since they're with me, they've been with me 3 months. They already have 5 sold and 2 on the contract right now. And that was only 4 months.
So here's the question then. In that case, when you're reaching out to your team, when you're talking to people, your activities in a day-to-day basis is mostly getting listings.
Yes.
So now that's where your focus is.
Right now, what I want to do with my team, and it's working already, I'm only focusing on listings and any referrals, because the referrals I don't like to give out, because if they give it to me, it's mine, and I'm gonna take care of them, because, you know, it's my brand, and I don't want, even though it's my team and they're well trained, I feel like when you tell someone, hey, you know, come work with Meilyn, I say, oh, I don't have time for you, work with somebody else, it doesn't look good.
Got it. So because you've been treating these people from the beginning, they're only referring to you because they got your service.
Exactly.
You have to take care of them. I get it.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, I start with them, and sometimes I introduce them with someone from my team, because some people take like, you know, a lot of more houses to get on the contract, and I can't do that. Like, I'm busy with other things, but I introduce them with somebody else, and then they take care of them, and they're happy with that. But, you know, my whole point now is having the team well trained so that they could take care of the buyers.
Okay.
I focus more on high-end luxury buyers and also listings.
What number?
I'm not doing anything less than 600 now.
So mostly multifamilies and single families.
And single
but in that
family,
price.
yes. Unless it's, again, like a listing, I would do any kind of listing because it's my clients mostly or referrals. And, you know, we will have all the buyers because now we have a team of 12 that we all have different
people,
buyers.
yeah.
So most of the times I get a listing,
and it's sold
getting
within.
sold within us. And I'm sorry, but it is what
You're not being
happened.
unfair. It's just that these people already went through the process,
I'm honest
got
with the seller. I'm like, this is what it is. I mean, you have all this offer, but this is my team offer. I don't know. You let me know where you want.
Close.
Yeah, and it's gonna close because we're gonna make it close.
it's different than getting someone outside and you don't know if they're gonna close. These people were already vetted. They're coming through.
So now I'm also focusing on the investing side. So since I already know how to do that, so I have Ivan on my team. And then Ivan and I are focusing on the investing side and flipping. So any of the investors that want to find properties or they want to, anything that they want to sell or anything like that, that we are familiar with the investing side. So it's not like any other realtor that had never done a flip. And then they're like, oh, this is the, after repair value. And then it's like completely off.
You need an experienced person to handle that because it's not the same as a house that somebody's selling.
I mean, it's going to take some time, but I believe it's going to happen. It's already happening. So I want to do like a one-stop shop, like luxury and higher-end clients, and then investing, and then all clients. So basically, we can help everybody.
Here's my question for you. When are you opening your own brokerage?
I don't want to open an own brokerage. I'm with EXP. I don't need one.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. See?
With EXP, I don't need one.
You hear everybody saying all the time, oh, I'm going to open my own brokerage. I'm going to go on my own.
I think that's thinking too small, and I have bigger goals than that.
And also, you got all these people that they're feeding you as well. Yeah. Some buyers and
that's
sellers.
Only 12. I'm going to have more people.
See?
I don't need why would I need a brokerage to be liable for anything that happens when EXP is taking all the liability and I'm only keeping the money? Tip of the day. EXP.
You know why I'm doing this, right? Because everybody's like, oh, I'm going to create my own. But you're...
A lot of time people do it for like just being proud. Like, I have my own broker. Well, I have my own team. And guess what? I have my own bank account.
Still money. Still make the money.
I make more money because I don't have to pay broker's fee.
Thank you.
Yes.
So by this, what I'm trying to get at, right? Sometimes there's certain business deals that you have to analyze.
Yes.
It's not always about the ego. It's not always about being, oh, I'm the best. I'm number one.
Yeah.
It's about doing right business decisions, killing it when you do your own thing.
Yeah.
And finding a team that will help you grow.
Exactly.
And with
the team is very important. Like, I feel like nobody can grow by themselves.
I imagine EXP helps you with the marketing as well. So
yes,
certain things. See?
Anything. And I mean, the thing is that EXP is just now that, we are in 19 countries. So everybody's just promoting EXP. So, a lot of people say that EXP is just recruiting. I mean, I bet there is a lot of people that recruit, but every broker recruit.
That's what you do
doesn't
all
all the other brokerages recruit? There is people literally that are hired to just recruit every day.
Exactly.
So I'm not recruiting. People are reaching out to me. They see my results. They see my numbers. I want to join you. Let's go. Let's grow together.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I am not calling you, hey, join me. I want them to call me.
If you have a client, let's say any client that you have is moving to California, is moving to Texas.
It's already happening.
You automatically, you have people who
So right now, I have someone that told me that they want to list 9 units in Brickell in Miami. I don't have my Florida, my license Florida yet.
For as a real estate.
So I'm finishing. I'll be having it by next month.
Okay.
But I literally reach out to someone in EXP that I know very well there, and I say it's not even a referral. I say this is my client, so let's do it together, 50-50.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to use her license, but she's okay with doing 50-50, which is amazing.
The other part as well is that you will control the transaction, meaning your client is going to get the best service.
I say, I want to know the market very well, so you're going to teach me the market, and then we're going to list it, and then we're all going to get commission, and we're all going to learn.
So is this why in your Instagram she's always flying to Florida, people? So you go for the 10X.
I don't even get in the beach or the pool. I'm always in business.
You go to the 10X meetings to get motivated. That's your motivation. That's your push. And now you're also getting your license and you're learning about the business in Florida.
Yes. Well, EXP, I joined with Elena Cardone. So that's why too, 10X and EXP.
So she's part of it?
She is my upper line on EXP.
Okay.
So that's why I always keep putting her, because she's my upper line. So anybody that joined me is under her downline as well. So you get access to Elena Cardone all the time. So what is a better upper line than that?
And as
you get me and you get her.
Now it's all making sense. So are you getting her? You have her on your speed dial, and
I have her cell phone, so I could call her anytime.
She knows that you make moves.
Yes,
because she's seeing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, she's not gonna give time to people that are not working, but I wouldn't blame her because I do the same with my people.
And it's not an ego. Again, we go back. It's not an ego thing. It's just that if you're dedicating 100% of your energy to something, a project.
Yeah.
we don't need people to be taking energy out of that.
I mean, I'm busy, so unless something is being productive, it's nothing wrong to say, listen, if you are nothing for me, I have nothing for you.
And the best part, I keep saying this, and it's hilarious. I have Thanksgiving, New Year's, and Christmas to chismear. The rest of the year, we're busy working.
I mean, yo puedo chismear con otros también that bring me something, you know? Like, I'm like, I could have a friend that also bring me business. Or like, how can we work together? Sometimes I meet people that I'm like amazing, and I know their business have nothing to do with mine, but it's always something that we could do for each other. How can I be of service to you? Because I'm sure if I can be of service to you, somehow you're going to find a way to be of service to me. It's just the law of reciprocity.
So then you're saying...
I'm like, is that how you say it? Sometimes I'm like,
yes. It happens. So you're basically saying you're building network.
Yes.
And net worth.
Well, your network is your net worth.
I set you up for that one. Alley-you.
Listen, I know all of those quotes.
Yes. So like, how are you marketing yourself? How are you getting yourself out there? What are you doing to get people's attention?
Well, I should do more, but I'm just being me. I mean, I'm being very real. And I think a lot of people, also fake things on social media.
A lot.
And, it's
Fake it till you make it. Doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work. Because, people notice when you're actually faking it. So, like, if you actually put in, but then,
there's no
the
results.
years pass and you're still in the same place stuck. Like, what's happening? I thought you were doing this and this and this. Like, what happened? So, like, for me, it's just... I'm like cheating on myself if I do that. So I would never put anything on Instagram or TikTok or social anywhere that is fake. For me, it's like I can't. It's like I'm lying to myself.
I don't like when people oversell themselves.
Yes.
Because when you oversell yourself and you don't deliver.
Yes.
So, okay. Somebody sent me this message and it was funny. I'm too real for certain people. Me, I cannot create content for someone who's trying to say that they're doing something that they're actually not doing.
Yeah. I mean, I am too real for some people, but that's okay. And what I learned, which is what you asked before about the team, is like, that's okay. If some people don't follow me because they don't like what I'm saying, and that's really what I feel and what I believe, that's not my audience. That's not my friends. That's not people I want around me. So that's okay. If whatever I say you don't like, guess what? Hit unfollow. I'm okay with that.
We understand. Yeah, we're cool.
So,
and it's the same thing like you were saying. We don't fake it till we make it.
Yeah.
We are real because reality actually gets you farther than faking it. And saying that you have you're having $1 million in business, it's not. And when you show the tangible assets, that's what tells you.
Yeah, I mean, anybody could just rent an expensive car or lease whatever, or put a Rolex and saved 6 months to buy a Rolex. I don't have none of that. You know why? Like, people is like, why you don't have it? I'm like, well, do you think I cannot afford it? Hell yeah. But guess what? That's another down payment for a house. So I'm not planning to do that now.
Exactly.
If somebody want to gift it to me, I take it. Anytime.
And you're gonna and that's gonna happen because you're doing so much transactions and business deals that sometimes people are so grateful. They're like, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
And you're like, thank you.
And I might consider, like, maybe I sell it and put it.
And put a down payment. Still do it for the down payment.
Assets. If it's not gonna make me money after, I don't want it.
Explain to some people out here, like, why you think like that. Why is it so important for you to think about your future versus what everybody? Oh, you have a Rolex?
Yes.
Oh, you have a Porsche? Oh my God! Congratulations! You got a nice car.
Yeah. Well, I just don't care what people think. I care what I think, and I mean, my goal is to retire. Well, I'm never gonna retire because I like to be busy.
I have retired,
but half retire.
You get half vacation, half retire.
In like maximum 5 years.
Really?
Yes. So before.
So you're talking that you have 13 years working in the United States of America, not before that.
I only had 3 in real estate, so in 8 years in real estate, I will retire.
Wow.
Yes. It's all planned. It's happening. I just don't talk about it.
Because it's here.
I only talk about it once it happened. Like, so I did this, I did that. I'm not going to say, I'm going to do this next and I'm going to do this next. Because unfortunately, I mean, I do believe sometimes on the jealousy thing. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to entertain you. So watch. Just stay tuned. Keep watching.
So me, right? I said that in 5 years, and this is internal, but I can say this is the little one. It's not the real big one. It's like I want to have a team that I could be like, I need you to do this, and I know that
you don't need 5 years for that.
I know, but you know, again, I'm telling you, the little one, te tengo uno más grande.
Okay.
But that one stays private because no se puede tirar
Don't say
afuera.
it. Don't say it.
Pero I want to have a team that set up everything, and when I get here, we just record. Or listen, I just recorded a video in New York. I'm sending you the files. By the time I drive from New York here, the video's already edited. Give it to the customer. The customer's gonna be like, "Wait, didn't we just film this?" That's amazing. Where I want to get at.
Yeah,
like, I want to grow a team. I don't care if it's
but by that time, you know, you will be almost retired because you're not going to be putting the same times as now.
¿Me está entendiendo? Yo voy grabo 4 videitos y
and then
me tranco.
You go get a drink or like chilling at home, and then it's like, hey, just send all those 40 videos to the clients.
Why are we able to set that up in the future and be able to do
because
that?
Because we're working now.
Thank you.
So I'm working all the time. Like even when people, I have clients on Instagram, I don't care. Like a lot of personal things, I don't put it on Instagram. Mm-hmm. People think that when I'm putting these things, it means personal. I'm like, you have no idea about my personal life. Like at all. You know, I'm entertaining. I'm like, you want to see me drinking here? Cheers. That's nothing to do with my personal life.
That's your regular life.
Yeah. I'm like, you know, but that's not working.
Life. That's your business life.
Every time I go out with an intention. So, you know, I said at that time when I spoke on the Find to Flip seminar,
the seminar.
Like I'm very intentional. Even if I go out to Ventanas or even if I go out to like whatever, any place, like it's just like going out on dinner. I go around and I'll be like, that person look interested. I'm not leaving today until I talk to them.
As you said, right? Everything's intentional. Yesterday they posted this story, right?
Okay.
So that people can see it on my camera. So yesterday they posted a story. Today, good video, bro. And then I throw the JT video. And then I throw, thank you, Claudette, for letting me put the video. And then I throw this video that I did the other day. It's like a little intro. It's funny as hell. Then I throw this video that I did last week. And then there's another one that hasn't gone live yet. But it's intentional. What is that showing to anybody who's following me? Damn, he's making those content.
Yes.
One of those posts is going to click with somebody and they're going to message me and be like, hey.
Like I told you, any one contact that you make a day is amazing. I mean, that's exactly what everybody say. Like, you know, if you're going to stay home watching, for me, it's like, you know, it's nothing. I don't have kids. I don't have why to stay home. Mm-hmm. Like, it's nothing against the people that have kids. I mean, God bless them. I don't know how I have almost all my girls that are on my team have kids. And I don't know how they do it. Because they're working hard. Yeah. And they're keeping up with the kids. And I'm like, God bless you. Because I'm like, you know, when I get home exhausted. Yeah. But at the same time.
having to take care of a kid when you get home.
At the same time, if I go home at 8, I'm like, okay, what am I doing home? What am I learning today?
Who's out there? Let's go.
And I'm like, all right, just for me to know that I'm going to be awake for the next 3 hours and just being in my couch, looking at the TV, doing nothing, learning nothing, looking at somebody's fake life on Netflix because that's not a real thing. Like, what did I learn there? Nothing. It's literally 3 hours wasted. For me, I prefer to go meet people.
Because within the next 5 years, you're going to be retired.
And then I could watch. No, I would probably not watch Netflix neither. I prefer to talk to people.
What will happen is, and this is why people don't understand that why rich people are more rich, is because
you keep making more money.
You keep making more money, not because you want to make more money, but because you're in the room.
The room. So, listen, I just came from, can you believe, I when I went to this 10X Growth Conference, I was in the Diamond, I was on the Premier tickets.
Okay.
And then one person that I met last year, you know, the Diamond ticket is $20,000. The front row, like the main row, is $30,000.
Oh, wow.
I paid $5,000 from mine. So that's $25,000 difference. Can you believe someone I met last year call me and say, hey, are you in the conference? I'm like, yes. I have an extra diamond ticket, front row.
An extra diamond ticket. $20,000.
Do you want it? And I'm like, if you give it to me, I take it. He's like, well, just throw me something, whatever you want. I'm like, I'll give you an extra $3,000. Okay, I take it. I want you sitting in the front. All right, good. So I took the whole conference with like billionaires sitting on the front row. So where was it? On the right room.
You were in the right room. You were with the right person.
And I made the right connections.
And there you are.
And now I keep in contact because, you know, a lot of people meet people.
You connected with those people, right?
Yes. And I have their cell phone. They're like, let's keep in contact. I want to help you. Let me know how I can help you. Let's grow.
Imagine this. I'm just gonna put a scenario for our viewers. Imagine you just do one commercial transaction with one of those billionaires.
Yes.
Your year goal, you hit it in one transaction.
And not only, the thing is, like, I had so many goals, not only one. Like, I think like my mind goes like a million.
But I'm trying to explain to them because you understand this because you're already in that volume. You're already hitting it. But there's a lot of people that are not in that volume.
They're all teaching me how to raise money and how to put it in a commercial building.
There you go.
So, like, for me, that's easy because then I could take all my previous partners from chemistry that have money and they don't know what to do with it.
Exactly.
And I'm like, don't you trust me? You know I'm not going to lose your money. So let's put it together in a building.
Because you were in the right room.
Yes.
And then from here, this is what we're talking about. Then you go to a dinner with one of those people just because you guys decided to go to dinner.
Yeah.
And they brought a friend.
Yes.
Who you didn't know, but created a connection.
And they just like me and it's like, what do you do? What do you need? How can I help you?
Boom.
Just call me. I'll give you everything.
So when she retires, she's actually going to make more money because she's going to have more time to have these meetings. And then the team is the one who's handling all that because you set up everything you needed to set up to today be retired.
Yeah. And then the team could also start retiring. Listen, I don't like to abuse people. So I always tell my people, I'm like, if you work hard, you're gonna, come up with me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't take advantage of people. I know how that feels. I've been there, and it's not fair. So, like, the people that leave my group is because the only person that leave my group is because it's not working. Period. I guarantee you.
And then that's it. And that's what I get at.
I will let them know. I'm sorry, but this is not working.
This is not working. And this is where I get at. Something that one of my clients always tells me is like, listen, if they don't add value, then you're
what are you bringing
time.
to the table? I mean, that's okay. I'm the team leader, but you need to bring something because if you're not good for nothing, then I'm sorry.
What we're doing because I'm trying to grow and you're trying to stay where you at.
Yeah.
I need people who want to
Someone
grow
just taking everything from me. Okay, what are you providing? Like, at least something. You need to be good for something. Just provide some value. Like,
because there's a lot, and there's another thing. There's a lot of cheaper work.
Yeah.
If we want an assistant, there's a lot of cheaper work for someone who's just going to take commands all day.
Yes, that's hard. That's hard to find an assistant. Right now, my sister is doing all my admin work because I could scream at her anytime.
Porque ella te conoce, she understands you.
Dice, Meilyn, ¿qué estás haciendo?
She understands. She's like, okay, she's having a moment. We'll wait. We'll go out right after this commercials.
I call you right back. Okay.
But I mean, it's just because you're trying to get a lot done and you're trying to grow. So in 5 years, we're gonna have you in the podcast again, and we're gonna be chilling out in the beach in Florida because she's finally gonna go to the beach.
I mean, if I'm not retired, I know I'm gonna have like a couple buildings.
In Florida or here?
Anywhere. I'm not afraid.
Really? A lot of people get scared to buildings.
I'm not afraid.
You think you would knock it out the park?
I love traveling. I could get in a plane right now.
Me too. I love it.
I'm like, you have a big problem? Wait. So I'm getting a flight right now. Newark Airport is right there.
Here goes my pitch now. My pitch. So whenever you get an extra ticket, I'll buy the flight. I'll be in Florida. Okay, so I'll go to Florida. You call me. I got a ticket.
I'm always in Florida. I'm like, I love it, but at the same time, I love Jersey. So, like, I've been thinking, like, should I completely move? And then I'm like, no, my people are here. Like, since I came from Cuba, everybody I know is here. So then I'm like, damn, living to Miami. I mean, I know a lot of friends in Miami that are from Cuba.
Do you feel like you're going to start over again if you do decide to, like, leave Jersey now?
I don't think so, because what I learned, I'm not going to have to learn again. And I already know the short road.
I mean, you're doing something smart, which is you're starting to
I'm starting to get there. Things. I mean, I already had someone that wanted to lease property in Clearwater. Then I had someone in Brickell. So, like, I think I could do both because since I have a team here, I'm planning a team there. So I already have an agent that is studying on my team on Palm Beach. I had someone in Tampa.
And then you have a smartphone.
Yes.
That's it.
So I have an agent everywhere. I have one in Tampa, one in Clearwater, one in Palm Beach, and one in Miami. So anybody that needs something, I'm like,
and
I have an agent anywhere you need.
All these connections, you make it just in person, networking, and that's how you make all these connections, even in Miami?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she talks.
That's what I say. Why would I stay home? I love talking. I'm like, I love meeting people, talking.
Every event, you're talking to everybody who's there and getting to know them and getting their number.
Yeah. I mean, if they're not nice, then I don't talk to them.
You like nice people. I mean, why would you want to talk to someone who thinks it's their shit? It's like...
I mean, usually the people that are like that, listen, I have met a lot of billionaires in the past 3 years in all these events that I go. They're the nicest people. The people that you see like this.
Son los pobres.
Ay, mírale el banco.
Lo
Mírale el
dije.
banco, no tienen nada.
Lo dije,
Tienen
son
esos 5,000
pobres.
pesitos ahí ahorrándolo.
Because
Más
they
bien
have,
para lead the Mercedes.
they bought the Rolex and they have the car.
Yes.
Lo que-
Let me see my bank account. I need to
You
pay
know-
for my Mercedes this month.
You know what I've noticed? So look, I made a mistake, or we can say mistake. It's not a mistake, but I made a mistake of buying not an expensive car, but not an affordable car at the time that I bought it. Like I could buy it now, no problem. But at that time, I bought a car that was a $600 car payment.
Okay.
Mistake.
I have not done that yet.
Right?
I bought my Audi because it was cash and very cheap, used. Not because I cannot buy it, it's because I don't want to.
Los otros días me dicen a mí, I can sell you this car for $3,000. Un Mazda 2009. Can you believe that that's the car I drive every day now? I'm paying my other car.
Ay.
No lo muevo.
Eso te dio ganas de llorar, ¿no?
No, but do you know what it is? I'd run so much miles that my other car was losing value. So what I owed was more than what the car value was. And I was like, this is a mistake. So I bought the Mazda.
The $3,000.
I drive the car every day. And then people are looking at me like getting out of the car and they're like, aren't you, they believe that because I have a business and I have a different status that I should be driving a more expensive car. I'm like, do you know that I have the same feeling? And this is an honest statement. I have driven Lamborghinis. I have driven Ferraris. I have driven Porsche. I have the same feeling driving all these cars, driving the Mazda.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I feel like it's just getting me from point A to point B.
I mean, it will help, at least, like, if you are on marketing. If you are an investor, not so much. I know a lot of investors that they literally have like a Toyota from like year 2000. They don't care because every money they get, they're like, put it there, just buy me something else. Mm-hmm. And that's my mentality. But at the same time, I am a team leader. I am still in real estate. Yes. So I show up to a luxury home. I'm going to list it. And it's like,
and you can't show up
in the Mazda. So I might change my car this year not because I want to or I agree with it, but just because of my clients.
But entonces aquí que entro yo. I agree with you, and that's why I have the other car. My first.
I'm not gonna buy it though. I'm gonna list it. Then I could just put everything on the taxes.
Exactly. And that's another hack. My first view is like I come in my other car. Everybody sees it. They're like, "Oh, nice. He has a nice car." Then I come on the Mazda. They're like, "Why you come in this car? Because this one no me baja el valor con toda la milla que le meto yo."
I'm gonna bring the nice car for the first appointment, and once I get you sign. Then I'll come with the other car. I like that.
But then again, this is the mentality. Like anybody out there, like a recommendation I give you 100% is don't look at the flashy things.
Oh, I don't care about
because the flashy things is what gets you through the door and says, "Oh, he's successful."
Yeah.
But in reality, el que está más tranquilito, the one that doesn't have all the flashy things,
it's like I like to work for my things.
Service.
In this country, I think for women, it's so easy to just find somebody to pay for everything. You know how many times I have
una mujer bonita, right?
You know how many I could count? I cannot even count. How many times people told me like, "Hey, you know what? Like, why are you working so hard? Like, like if we date, like literally you don't have to work anymore. I get you anything you want. You know, you don't have to work anymore." And I'm like, no. Who told you I want that? Like for me, I like to feel like I'm doing my own thing. I'm achieving my own goals. I cannot just depend on a man like, okay, honey, I'm home. Like, what? Nah, it's not happening.
That's not what you like.
No, not my personality.
I mean, yeah, and you're showing it at the end of the day. You're doing your own thing. You're killing it in your own market. And that's all hats to you. Congratulations. I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
And you're showing, another thing is, right, you're not talking about it. You're just doing it.
Now I'm starting to talk a little bit more just because I feel like even people that I know are not making it are talking about it. And, through Instagram, they're getting a lot of business. And when it's not even real. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start talking because I'm losing. And it's working because when I'm talking now about things, people are reaching out through Instagram like, can you help me? I'm like, the good thing is I actually could back it up.
Thank you. Es lo que te quería decir. These people are just saying, and then they're calling Meilyn and saying, "Hey, Meilyn. Sorry, I keep messing her name up. Hey, Meilyn, can you help me out? I have a client that needs a house." But no, Meilyn actually says, "Yeah, I have it available. You can get it right now." It's a very different conversation when you have...
Coming soon. It was never in the market. I'm like, when I put a coming soon, it's really coming soon.
because you have the word to back it up and you've
Yeah.
been doing it and you've been killing it. So you can talk about it, like you said.
Yes.
Lo que hablan mucho, they can't back it up, and that's the reason why you see a lot of people reach out to them and then they come to you.
Yeah.
And then they tell you the stories. And you hear stories of everybody and everything.
Yeah. Or, you know, some people just have like a good 1 year and then you never hear about them again.
That's true.
So that's not my plan.
A lot of people.
I like to build little by little, like
you
boom, 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 boom,
you
boom.
killed it
Yes.
when the real estate market wasn't sexy.
Yeah.
Right now it's sexy. So if you did if you killed it during 2019 to 2020,
Oh, I think the real
you
estate
proved
market
it.
now is getting a little difficult for new agents. It's not easy to get the offers accepted. If you don't know how to do for the offers, if you don't have connections, if you're not reaching out to the listing agents with the right words and the right personality,
Knowledge
it's not
as well.
happening. It's not happening. Because sometimes I get some offers, I'm like, what? Like,
Because you're seeing that they're new, that just got here.
and
Do you know the
almost
percentage?
empty offer. Like, all right, good luck.
You know the percentage. There's a percentage to count. It's like 80% of real estate agents.
Most of the real estate agents don't make it. I don't even know the percentage. I'm not focused on that.
You just focus
me.
on making it.
I'm focused. My competition is myself.
And that's how you kill it. Congratulations. And I'm
Thanks.
really proud of you. 13 years in the United States and you're killing it. You're
Thank
a
you.
success story. A lot of people live here, grew up here, know the system,
Yes.
and don't kill it.
Yes.
So-
Perfect English. Still don't kill it.
I didn't want to say that part, but
I have to say it. I mean, Cuban, broken English. You know, I only started 3 years ago, really, because the first 4 years, like, you know, the first time I was just first starting, then being a chemist for 4 years.
And then you were working that for 4 more years, right?
Yeah. So literally, the last 3 years is when my life was like boom.
So within those 4 years, you just were working.
I was just working
and being home.
a normal employee, 9 to 5,
And-
living a miserable life.
And you were paying rent.
Yes, I still pay rent. I have a lot of properties, but I have them all rented because my tenants pay me more than what I pay for my rent. So it's more cash flow
the
to my
hack.
pocket.
Is that?
I mean, I only need a
know that-
1-bedroom apartment. I don't need to rent a 3-bedroom apartment. It's just me.
It's just you.
Yeah.
If you get a house with 4 bedrooms, let's say one family,
Yeah.
you just square foot.
I'm renting everything for like 2,000. I'm paying like 1,300. Like, I don't need that. And I'm living there for so long. My rent is so cheap.
Ya, no tengo nada que decir. You're
I'm not moving.
You're hacking your life in through everything. You're making the right decisions about how to build a team. You're making right decisions. I mean, like, yo, you're
Por
blowing.
eso I'm retiring soon.
She is retiring.
Little
So,
by little.
how can people get in contact with you? Because I know that you want to grow a team. You want to have people that are as energetic. If you have the energy she has, you're welcome.
Only if they have the energy, only if they're willing to hustle, only if they're willing to put the work hard every day at all times, including networking, because I think that's important for growing in the business. So a lot of people want to work and hustle, but then when I say there is this event, I mean, I go out every day. I'm a little more like crazy and I have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So I don't expect everybody to be like that. But sometimes there are events that it's important for everybody to
because
be there.
if there's a
You
more
want to be known. So like, you know, that's what I say. I'm not selfish. I don't want to just be like, this is my face and I'm doing all of this on my own.
Exactly.
No. If I'm growing and my team is helping me, I'm like, this is my team and we're doing this together.
if it's a mortgage company that is going to be at that event, if it's a title company, if it's a different real estate agent, even that you may have a listing that they need, or maybe they have a listing.
That's a
that
mistake
you
a lot
need.
of realtors do. They don't want to connect with other realtors. I
have
love
to.
meeting other realtors, and I actually have an amazing
Especially
relationship
the
with a
ones
lot
that
of
do
them.
listings, because you can
I
get
love them. You never
great
know when they're gonna
partnership.
have a listing, so I treat everybody the same.
And then you have, again, there's a big market of buyers, little market of listings.
Yes.
So if you have the connection to overpass certain situations,
Yeah.
then you got to be in the right room again.
It's always the same.
The
But
right room.
yeah, if anybody wants, like I say, I am open to keep bringing people. It just need to be the right people. They need to be hustlers. And they could come on my team, or they could come on my, if they don't want to be on a team, they can also come on my downline on EXP. I will be a mentor for them, so they could call me anytime. And I will advise them, you know, on everything, how it works, and whatever help they need, or even if they want to, like I had somebody that wanted to join me, but they already have experience in real estate. They don't want to be part of a team. So they're like, I don't want to split my commission with you. I'm like, you don't have to. You know, if you don't want to be part of my team, you can just come on my downline. You just give the percentage to EXP, which is very small, and then when you cap, then you're good, and you still have access to me, because the good thing with EXP is they pay me for them. So like, even though you're not sharing nothing, I'm still getting money out of you. I don't do nothing for free.
I know. And again, like, it's building the right team. So a lot of brokerages are now trying to do that as well. That EXP is doing.
They know that a lot of people are leaving. You know, like, that's why they say recruiting. No, a lot of people are leaving because they see the model is working. I love it. Since I moved, I'm like, it's working. Now I have extra money besides what I get from my agents. I get extra money monthly from the people that come randomly to my downline. They call me once every 15 days just to like, hey, let's catch up, let's have a drink. Like,
and then every 15 days, they're calling every 15 days.
Okay, good. But even if they need my help, you know, I like to help. It's just I need to see you working for me to give you my help. You're not going to be being lazy a week and then call me on Friday like, oh my God, I'm struggling. What am I going to do with all this work? I don't know. Figure it out. You've been all week doing nothing. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. and figuring out everything, going to sleep at 12 and barely sleeping. So now you've been chilling and I need to do your job. It's not happening.
Ella is a boss, people. Meilyn. Déjame de nuevo.
Meilyn
is a boss, people. And like, you got me speechless. I generally am the one who does the most talking, but today you're killing and you're talking. I love everything you're doing. I know that you're gonna continue doing great. People, follow her in her Instagram.
My Instagram is Meilyn Torres Realtor.
Yes, and she's gonna make more content. She's gonna be providing more information, more reels.
Yes,
she's gonna be on top for you guys, and then
if they want any kind of content different than what I'm doing, they could message me. I'm glad to do it.
And if you have any questions, she's happy to help you.
Always.
And if you have a listing, she's happy to take it.
And if you want to buy a house, I'm happy to help you.
Listen, if you want to do any investing in real estate,
if you want to do anything in life, just hit me up.
Are you looking into doing speeches, coming up in events?
I'm starting. I have a couple. Yes. I'm doing a lot of everything. Yeah, I have a lot of. I already spoke on that one. I spoke on something else in Miami, and I'm also doing something with Elena Cardone, where I'm gonna be doing some events with her in New Jersey.
Ooh. I want to be part of those. So see, that ticket, call me. We will do it very cheap. $100. That's cool and that's good. And it also gives that motivation. And
yes, it's more like motivation and, trying to bring people the right mindset. I think that's very important. A lot of people, believe it or not, they don't have that right mindset. As soon as I walk into the room, they're like, they feel some kind of way. I'm like, why? It's like, you're always so like active. And I'm like, that's me. I mean, I'm like this all the time.
You're energetic.
And I'm like, if you're like this, like, what up? What are you doing? Get up. Like, work out or something.
Sometimes people need that. And I bet you anything, when you walk in the office and you see everybody like, yeah, everybody.
Hello.
Let's go. And that's the right energy. And
I want people like that around me. That's why I say that's the only people I want around me. And so far, I am getting, my girls are all very energetic right now.
That's what's up.
Because I'm like, I can't walk into an office and be like,
hi,
what happened? I'm having this. I'm like, no.
Let's do a scenario. Hey, welcome to the Marketing of Today podcast. How you doing, man?
Okay, skip. I don't want to see that.
But why? I'm just informing you something. People, get some energy in your freaking life.
You just stop the podcast like, welcome to the podcast. Everybody's going to be like.
You saw how when I.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is.
Oh my God, so much energy.
And that's the only reason why you've seen this intros and a lot of things are super long.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, this is Marketing of Today. I'm Cesar.
Nobody get like, hello, my name is Meilyn. Oh, they know your name is Meilyn. They following you on Instagram. I just say like, hey guys, let's do this. That's all. I'm like, without me even planning, I always say the same thing. Hey guys, so today, la. That's
People get your energy up. Start drinking some vitamins if you need to get your vitamin D up.
Buy some houses, flip some houses, list some houses, or join me on EXP.
Join her on EXP. And And listen to positive things. Stop listening to your negative grandma saying that the market
Tony
is
Robbins,
going to crash.
10x, whatever.
And stop listening to the people who are saying that the market's going to crash. They don't know what the heck they're talking about.
Or be ready for when it crash. I'm ready if that happened too.
But it's also knowing how to do proper business and knowing your numbers. But that's another conversation for another day. Thank you so much for being here.
Otherwise, we'll be here for 3 hours.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Thank you, Meilyn.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate it.
Yes, no problem.